guys, I'd like to introduce myself. It's me, Dana, from waitlisted.at.hogwarts. Hi fellow book readers! I know it's been a while, but today I will be shooting another video for you all, and I will be posting it, and it'll be one in the addition of many other videos because I know I took a pretty big gap, but I'm back now and I will be shooting a lot more videos, so stay tuned for those. Today I will be doing my Yallwest Haul video. I would say book haul, but I got more than just books. I got a lot of swag and other types of things that I'll be showing you today. For those of you who don't know, Yallwest is the sister book convention of Yallfest, which takes place on the East Coast. So Yallwest takes place on the West Coast in Santa Monica, which is near LA. I went both days. It was actually, they had a Friday event, a Saturday event, and a Sunday event, and I went to all of them. And it was really fun, and I got to meet a lot of really cool people. So, to start with all the books that I got a nice stack here. I got about 9 books. There were different things that you could do to get ARCs, you either just stood in line, or one of them there was this bingo chart, and then you had to bingo, and then you got the book. So I would do different things, and that's how I got these ARCs. The first 2 things I want to show you are 2 samplers, one being a sampler of The Last Star by Rick Yancey. I already have The Fifth Wave and The Infinite Sea on my bookshelf down there. I still haven't read The Infinite Sea, but I was like, this is kind of cool. I like when the samplers have the spine, it says The Last Star in here, so I can put it on a bookshelf and it looks like a real book even though it's just a sampler. I also got one of those for The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead, which is actually now out. I just saw it at Target today and it was a signed copy and I was like, I really want to buy it. I have no money, so I can't. I got a sampler for that, so at least I can start with the sampler before I go on to purchase the book. It also has the cool spine that says The Glittering Court on it, so that's always cool. Next book I got at a spin to win, so you spun the wheel and then it would rotate and then it would land on a book and it was here's your book. Except for me, I got winner's choice, so I got to pick whatever book out of all the different ARCs that they had, and I ended up going with Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes because it is kind of like an Alice in Wonderland retelling, except it's more centered on the Queen of Hearts. And I've always been a huge Alice in Wonderland person. I'm currently reading Ensnared by A.G. Howard, which is a whole Alice in Wonderland retelling series. I did a project on Alice in Wonderland. I'm a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. So for me, this was definitely I was really hoping for this book, so when I got to choose, I was I'm going to pick Queen of Hearts. And I think it comes out on May 16th. As it says right here. So you guys can go pick it up pretty soon anyways. I'm really excited to read it. Next book I got was kind of controversial. It was the first thing I did at Yallwest. I walked in and I was just kind of looking around different booths, and they had this first in line booth and they were handing out different ARCs throughout different days, and I was is that the book that I think it is? And it was, and I hopped in line because no one even realized it was there yet, and I was so lucky because I got Gemina by J. Kristoff and Amy Coffin, and I was oh my god, I need this book. And I was really excited, and I was oh, I love this arc. It's so pretty, and I really just want to read it right now, but I have so many other things to read. But anyways, I got this book, and I just, so happy. I'm so happy about this. And I was actually seeing them later that day, too, so I got it signed. And I was oh my god, I love you guys! Amy Coffin and J. Kristoff are just the most awesome people ever. They're so super nice to talk to, and this was the first time they'd even held Gemina ARCs. My friends and I, we brought them, and they were we haven't even gotten ours from the publisher yet to sign. This is the first time we've held them, and I was just dying because I was this is just amazing. So cool. It was really surreal. If you haven't read Illuminae, just drive to the bookstore right now and go pick it up. It's so good. Huh. Yeah, it's amazing. The next book I got I haven't heard about before, but like I said, there were different things you could do for different ARCs. So one of them was, there was this bingo sheet, and then if you saw certain authors or you got books signed or went to a panel, you could cross off an X on your bingo sheet. First 100 people to fill out the bingo, passed in their bingo card and gave it to the publishing booth, and they got an ARC, and it was wrapped, so you, it was a mystery, you didn't know what it was. So I chose the one that was the thickest in the pile because I like big books. And I got The Telling by Alexandra Alexandra Sarawi. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I don't know much about it. On the back it says Love, Blood, and Murders, so that's pretty cool. It's right up my alley. Those are the things I generally look for in books. So I'm really excited to read it. I'll let you guys know my thoughts on it after I read it. It goes on sale August this year, so check it out. It's a really pretty cover. Like, do you guys see this? Next book I got was another Spin to Win, except my friend won it, and she didn't want it because it's kind of contemporary-ish and she just doesn't read it. So Ava, if you're watching this, thanks for the book. It's called A Season for Fireflies, and it's kind of contemporary. I don't know much about it, but it says it's for fans of Lauren Oliver's Before I Fall, which I read that book and I liked it. Like, I'm just not a huge contemporary person, but I'm excited to read this book. It looks pretty cool. It kind of, like, when I read the back the first time, it kind of reminded me of The Telling by Kimberly Durting. Not The Telling. The Taking by Kimberly Durting. It reminded me of The Taking by Kimberly Durting because it had, like, fireflies in it. So, I don't know if you've read that. I think it's kind of like a more realistic version of that. The next book I got, I thought I wasn't going to get because there's another book in this pile that was coming out. I knew it was at a certain time, like they were going to be giving away, and I was like, I need that book. And they were giving away this book that I'm about to show you. Alvin. Sorry, my dog's barking. They were giving away this book that I'm about to show you at the same time that they were giving away the other book. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to pick and choose, and I kind of chose the other one, even though I really wanted this one too. And I didn't realize that I'd be able to get this, and I was walking back, like, to leave the convention because I was going to go a little early because I have school the next day. And I was walking to the food trucks, and it was like the book that I first got was like over here, and then like the book that I'm about to show you was like right here, and the food trucks were like over here-ish. So it was like I was walking back and they were still handing them out and the line was really short, and I just like ran and I got in line, and I'm so happy because I got this Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I've heard she's a phenomenal author. I've been meaning to read like all of Victoria Schwab's books, like her young adult and her adult, because she has both. And I've been really wanting to read them, and I'm really excited to get this because I can finally like have a book to read from her. I've just been too poor to buy her books, so I haven't previously, but now I finally can, and it sounds really cool. It has like monsters in it. I just really want to read it. I'm just really excited to read her writing, honestly, because I've heard it's phenomenal. And if you guys have read Victoria Schwab books, please comment down below what you thought, because apparently she's supposed to be really good, and I really want to read it. So this is the last arc I got on Sunday, and I'm really happy I got it. The next book I got in just like a booth. I was waiting in line for it. It's Places No One Knows by Brenda Jovanoff. I've never read her writing, but it sounds like a really cool book. It says, there are places you'll never return from. Ooh, that's true about life. That's very true. So I'm really excited to read it. I really don't know much about it. Sorry, but I'll let you know my thoughts on it after I read. Sorry, my family's talking. Next book I got in the Spin to Win, and it's actually a different title than the one that's on this book. I just had to like look it up. So on here it says Out of My Mind, but it's actually called Lies I Live By. I don't know if you can see that, but Lies I Live By. It's about like a government agent who she can like dream about things that are gonna happen or something. So she has to go and fix the problem and investigate what she's dreamed or something like that. And I don't know for sure, but I do know it has a spy in it, like a psychic spy. And I've been watching Chuck on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Chuck, but Chuck has to do with like this guy, and he goes into espionage with the CIA, and it's a really cool show. It's really funny. You should go watch it right now if you haven't watched Chuck. But I got this and I was like, this is literally what I need. It has a spy in it. Like, I'm super into spies right now. So I'm really excited to read this. Lies I Live By, not Out of My Mind, even though it says Out of My Mind. That's just an arc thing. It's kind of cool that I have it with the wrong title. Like, I think that's kind of funny. Really excited for spies. Yes. The last book I got is the one that was the second to last book that I got. I was like choosing between this one and the Victoria Schwab book. And I chose this one because it's Marie Lu, and because I found out they were giving a special like collector's edition out like at Yallwest, and they only had a certain amount of copies, and I like needed that. And I waited there for like an hour before the line was supposed to form, and I kind of feel bad if you were working that booth. Like, I'm really sorry, but there were so many people that were just waiting for the line to be formed, and they're like, we're not gonna start the line. But everyone's like, yeah, we know, we're just chilling here because we need that. And so we were just kind of hanging around, and we got in line, and we were like in the front of the line. We had to make sure we got this. And it's like a special edition of The Young Elites by Marie Lu, and on the cover it says I was born to destroy you, which if you've read these, you know that's like pretty much Adelina's mindset. It's the story of the villain. Like, you are reading from the perspective of the villain, in the series, which I think is really intriguing. And I really like all of her books. I wanted to be able to add this to her collection because I really want to have like everything that she does. Like I'm trying to collect everything Cassandra Clare does. I'm also trying to collect everything that Marie Lu does. And it's going to be a long and challenging road, and I am willing to accept it. This is step one. So I got The Young Elites by Marie Lu, and I'm really excited about it. Oh wait, I have one more book that I got, and I forgot to show you, but it's a perfect transition into the swag because I also got swag to go with it. So the last book I got, which I already finished reading, and it's absolutely amazing. It's already reached, like, it's one of my favorite books of all time. It's a middle grade novel, and it's Furthermore by Tahara Mafi. As you can see, I've really marked up the spine here because I'm going to be shooting a review video for it. It's so good. I'm really like honored to have this be my first review video on this channel. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be really cool about like the story of a young girl who is born without color, like she's albino basically, in a world of vivid color where everything is vivid. If you can tell by the cover, like this is the world she lives in, and then that's her. And it's just really happy and cute, and it's the story of the young girl and she has to work with this boy who she kind of despises to go find her father, and it's just like the best book it's just so good. It's one of the best books I've ever read, and it comes out in August, I believe. Yeah. August this year. So if you don't have it yet, if you weren't at Yallwest and you didn't get it, buy it as soon as it comes out. And if you were at Yallwest and you got it, please read it so I have someone to talk to about it because my friends haven't read it yet and I really need them to. So I will be shooting a review for this. I say I have swag for it because I actually went to the keynote with Marie Lu and Tahara Mafi that was on Sunday morning, and they handed out tote bags as well as swag, like Furthermore swag, so it was before I got this arc, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to get this arc because we literally had to run from the keynote to where the arc was, which was like the opposite side of Yallwest, in order to get it, but I did, so I'm really happy I got it. I also got a Furthermore sampler, which I don't really need because I have the book, but I have it anyways. Once you read the book, you'll understand it, but I got this ruler, and it's a Furthermore ruler, if you can see, and it says, "The adventure begins 8/30/16, which is the day it comes out." And on the back it says, "Snap in 3 in case of emergency." And you will understand what that means as soon as you read the book. I was like really confused for the longest time. And it finally came up and I was like, I get it now. I get it. Please go read that book. I also got posters. I got a Torch Against the Night poster by Sibel Tahir. I'm really excited for this book. And it has chapter 1 on the back, which I thought was kind of cool. So I grabbed that. I also got a Shadowhunter poster, which I'm not entirely sure how to open. It's pretty cool looking. It has like different characters all across the board. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm trying. Yeah. Which I thought that was really cool too, so I snagged the poster as well. Another thing I got was a Fierce Reads coloring book, which I thought was kind of cool. It has like different authors and covers on the inside, and you get to color in it. And because coloring books are so in right now, I have a few already, but I just thought that was like a really interesting idea. I've never had that before as swag, so I was like, hey. And then on top of that, I got a lot of like bookmarks and pins and stuff. Like I got some Rainbow Rowell pins, and I got a Six of Crows pin, and Marie Rakowski pins, and I got a ton of books signed where I got swag that I'm not even going to show you today. Maybe I'll film another like Yallwest signed book video or something, but anyways. I got those, and then I got a ton of tote bags in them. So the first one I got is a First in Line tote bag. I actually got 2 of these. So this is First in Line, and then on the back it says, "I read blank before you did." I got 2 of those, so I got another one. Maybe I'll do a giveaway at some point. I don't know yet. They're kind of nice and handy to have around. I also got this bag, which has to do with a book that I'm not quite sure which one it is. But it says, "You Know Me Well," and it has the bridge on it, like a city bridge. It's either Golden Gate Bridge or like, I think it's Golden Gate Bridge, I'm not sure. But by Nina LaCour and David Levithan. If you know what book this is from, please tell me. I'd like to read it so I know what the bag is for. But I just think it's really pretty, and so I got that. I also got, this is actually the first bag I got at Yallwest, the novel, because they were giving out coffee, so I also got coffee on Saturday morning, which was great, like nicely done. But I got the novel, and on the back it says, "Stay bookish." And then I got a few Penguin Teen bags with quotes on them. So the first one I got is from Brown Girl Dreaming, and it says, "I believe in one day and someday, and the perfect in this perfect moment called now. I also got a Young Elites one, which is the one that my Furthermore swag was in. Tomorrow I will take on all of these things. I will be unstoppable, which I really like the Young Elites, so I was like, yeah. And the last tote I'm going to show you that I got is a riveted tote, and it says, YA fiction is our addiction, hashtag get riveted at rivetedlit.com. Nice, like, it's a really nice, nicely made bag, which I'm really excited to have all of these. It's not like I had enough book totes. I already have like Harper and Epic Reads and all that, but it's fun. It's fun to have a lot of totes like that. So thanks for watching. This was my Yallwest Haul, books and bags and swag. It could be like a catchphrase, books and bags and swag. Thank you for watching. I hope you stay tuned for more videos. I will be shooting my Furthermore review, and I will have that up hopefully soon. Maybe I'll also do a books I got signed at Yallwest video, if that sounds interesting to you. Comment down below. If you like what you saw here and you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions about books or anything on how I got anything, what I thought of Yallwest in general, please comment down below. I'd love to answer your questions. I will catch you guys soon with another video, so stay tuned for that. Bye, book readers!